How do I talk to a camera? Hello there, welcome to Nanako's world. That was me you saw in the first few seconds of this video, but I got very camera shy, so I'm opting for the voiceover instead. I'm a 23-year-old Japanese Canadian, and polymer clay has been my best friend since I was 7 years old. So we have 2 days left of 2020, which is crazy to think about. So I thought it'll be really nice to make a piece to wrap up 2020 and then to get myself ready and hyped up for 2021. So the theme for today's project is the New Year's. I wanted this piece to be comical and cute and something that would make people who see it smile. So with those things in mind, I thought about possible things that I could make. And then I realized, oh, I'll make the Japanese zodiac, because I'm Japanese and the zodiac animals are cute. But before we go any further, I would like to go over the basics of the Japanese zodiac system so you have some context and background information to enjoy the rest of the video. The Japanese zodiac system is called Jyuunishi, and it finds roots in the Chinese zodiac system. It is believed that it was introduced into the Japanese culture back in the 600s, so way back in history. There are 12 animals in the Jyuunishi. The rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the sheep, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and finally the boar. These animals rotate every year and they make up a 12-year cycle. This year, 2020, we are in the year of the rat, and going into 2021, we are heading into the year of the ox. So those two animals are going to be the main characters today. Now the reason why I made the expression of the rat, as you see on screen here, is because the ox is going to be throwing the rat, like one of those judo throws. Why is the ox throwing the rat? Well, not only did 2020 suck, but in the Story of the 12 Zodiacs, Japanese edition, the ox has a good reason to be annoyed by the rat. Long, long ago, before humans existed, God, or Kami-sama, lived up in the mountains. Late night on December 30th, he wrote a letter to all the animals of the land in preparation to celebrate the New Year's. To all the animals, on the morning of New Year's Day, come to the top of the mountain. The first 12 animals to arrive shall reign 1 year each as the king of animals. First come, first serve. Good luck. Signed, Kami-sama. All of the animals of the land, except for the cat, received and read this letter. The animals were excited by the letter and prepared for their big journey on New Year's Day. Meanwhile, the cat, who missed the note, learns about this letter from the rat. The rat tells the cat a lie and says that the animals are headed to the mountaintop the day after New Year's Day. The cat believes this and goes back to his daily life. As the sun was setting on December 31st, all the animals of the land went to sleep early. But the ox, who was slow at walking, set out in the evening for an early start. Seeing this, the rat decides to hitch a ride on the ox's back. At the break of dawn, the animals rise, and so begins the journey to the top of the mountain. On New Year's Day, the ox makes it to the top of the mountain in first place. But right before the finish line, the rat jumps off and finishes first. So that, my friends, is the very quick summary of the Jyuunishi story. If you're wondering what happened to the cat, he obviously didn't make it into the 12 animals of the Jyuunishi, so he was very angry and upset and vowed never to be friends with the rat. As you can see, I am now attaching limbs to the characters and testing to see if the pose looks okay, and I actually really like how it's looking, except for one thing. I don't really like the cow's expression. Looking at it a second time, it looks a little too angry, so I am going to change that up by removing his angry eyebrows. To clean polymer clay surfaces, I usually take a cotton pad and then soak that with nail polish remover, and then just slowly and gently wipe away at the surface. Okay, this is where I hold my breath and hope that my hands don't tremble. Whew, okay, there we go. I think these sleepy eyes give it much more personality and it tells more of a story, so I like it a lot more. And that is the finished product. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and especially considering how it's only balancing on the one foot of the ox. I think it turned out really well. It's also very stable, so I am happy that this is my last project for 2020. Going into 2021, I'm hoping to post more videos like this one that talk about my polymer clay creations and the story behind it. So if you would like to join me on that journey, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely New Year's